Now that fire isn't quite lined up properly, so we're going to push it across and push it up a little bit. We can change its position by adding or subtracting these two numbers. So we'll go to operators and we'll grab this plus block. We're going to first of all move it across on the x-axis, so we want to go x position of player plus a number. Let's try plus 50. And then we want this to go up a little bit, so we'll say y position of the player minus 20. So grab that plus, change it to minus 20. Let's try that out now. And that looks pretty good. Now, there is a slight issue with what we're doing here. We're constantly looking for the first instance with this tag player. What this means the game engine is actually doing is looking through every single object, trying to find the first thing that's tagged as player, and it's constantly doing this, so it's constantly searching through every single object in the game over and over and over and over. This is not very efficient. Your computer's probably quite powerful, so you won't really notice the performance impact. You won't notice that it slows down or lags, but it's always good to try to optimize what we can. So let's target the player when the level starts. We'll save the player as a variable, and then we don't have to constantly search for the player. We'll know who the player is. So we're going to get rid of these. We're going to make a new variable for the player. So go to variables and properties. We want set true false I. We'll do this when the level starts. It won't be a true false, it'll be an instance. So it's going to save an object. And I, we will rename this to player. So we're saving the player. When the level starts, we're saving the player as the first thing we can find with the player tag. Now, instead of searching for the first thing we can find, in here we're going to just put that player variable, instance player. Now it only has to do this check, which is a little bit intensive. It only has to do that once. So let's play just to make sure that works. Still works fine.